For this task, we're going to open the previous task 8J, and we're going to calculate the total working hours and some gross pay and tax due and the net pay. All this have to be done in between those two columns. So that's the first part. First of all, let's go and do it. So that's our activity or activity worksheet. And we have here the rate of the pay, tax rate. And if you find here, I think we did this, we define it and we put it with the name of pay. And this one we put it with the name of tax. Okay, I was just thinking we renamed also these now. Okay, what they're asking us, we have to find over here the total number of the week. So we just can use summation to get the total number. We can replicate it for the whole line as well. For the second week also we can get the total number and for all of them. After that, we need to calculate the total of both weeks. So B6 plus C6, and we can replicate it for all of them. For the gross, we need to multiply, which is the pay or the rate of the pay, with the total to get the gross. For the tax, we need to multiply the gross with the tax 40%. And as you can see here, whenever it is already defined, the name predefined, like here also, whenever you're going to replicate it, you have no issue about the absolute value. It's going just, okay, it's going to replicate it. It's not going to replicate it. It's going to make it like an absolute value and deal it like an absolute value. As you can see here, I replicated and it stayed as the same name. So you have no tension about pressing F4 whenever it is already defined or a predefined name. For taxes and for the net we need just to gross plus the taxes, for tax rate already, and we need to subtract the gross. We need to subtract it, first of all, E6 or the gross minus F6 from the tax and replicate it. And for the time, to calculate the time, actually we need to get the total time of both weeks and divide it with the total time of all those weeks, or you can say the total number of these. One thing also, you need to keep this as an absolute value because this is going not to change, but the D6 is going to be replicated for each. After that, you need to go and click over format cell. You need to click on percentage value and make it with the 2 decimal, and you're going to get the time in percentage. That's the first part of the question. The second part of the question, we need to do conditional formatting depending on the conditions given to us. So we need to make the time here with some conditional formatting. So let me highlight the time and then you can click on new rule. So what are the conditions? Let me explain to you. Orange, if the employee contributed between 12% and 80% of the total hours. And red, supposed to be less than 12%. And you have to make the text in white and show it in green color if the employee is contributing more than 18% of the total hours. So for this, you need to select format only the cells because we need to format the cells. So to do so, let's put the first one. One thing you should know, those are just values, okay? So in order to put a value, you need to convert the percentage into value by dividing that value over 100. So here, I'm going to choose orange if it is between 12 and 18%. So 12 is going to be 0.12 and 18% is going to be 0.18. To format it, it needs to become in orange. So the filling is supposed to be orange. So that's the first thing. Let's go for the next one. Next one also we need to add new rule. Actually, I can click over here, manage rule. You can see the first one. Right now, let's click on new rule. Select the same second option. And let's get back again here. And it is less than. So choose from here, less than 0.12, and make sure that the filling is red and the font is white as they mention here. Okay, the third rule, it's supposed to show green if it is more than 18. So greater than 0.18, and it need to be formatted as green. So you can see over here all of the conditional formattings. And let's add it. As you can see here, we got all the values and it is actually working greatly over this percentage. And don't forget it to save it as the name task as.